much, Mr. Allen. Over to Mr. Rankin, please.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you to all the witnesses. Mr. McKenna of the Tourism Industry Association of Canada, it won't be a surprise to you as a Member of Parliament for Victoria that I'm going to start my questions with you. You properly point out that there are 933 tourism businesses in my riding and 9,215 direct employees. I'm going to say a lot more in the multiplier. I first of all want to say congratulations to your organization and Mr. Goldstein's elevation, or at least transfer to the CEO job at the Canadian Tourism Commission. I think that's a real tribute to your organization and, of course, to his skills. He's been a witness here on many occasions. I want to start, if I may, with the Connecting America program, which is very big in our part of the world because, obviously, so many of the tourists have traditionally come from Washington State, Oregon, California, and yet the Canadian government has seen fit not to be funding that. It has let it be the provinces and other organizations rather than the CTC that has put money into it. Do you see any change on the horizon based on your advocacy here today?
Yes, I believe that market economics are such that we'll see a change. There'll be a much broader support for reconnecting with the United States marketing efforts. And I think current thinking within the CTC under David's new leadership will also fundamentally change.
So if I can just explore that a little further with you, your brochure here talks about the need for Connecting America, the need for this new three-year targeted coordinated program, marketing co-investment. And I think you suggest that you're proposing a matched industry government sponsored program, so 50-50 sharing for $35 million over 3 years. That's what you're here to ask this Finance Committee to recommend in the budget. Have I got that correct?
Pretty much, except for we see that industry and our marketing associations, we may be able to do a $2 match for every dollar given by the federal government.
I see. Well, that's encouraging. And I was really saddened to see what you pointed out here, which is that the world arrivals growth has grown in 2013 by 5% globally, but only 1.5% in Canada. And you're suggesting a number of things to be done about it. And just to build on something Mr. Bryson was alluding to, one of the problems surely is our state of our airports and the expense of our airports. I know in my part of the world it's significantly cheaper to go to airports south of the border, fly in and out, than it is to use our Canadian airports. We're simply pricing ourselves out of the market. Do you hear people talking to you about that particular issue?
That would be the number one issue that we do talk about in terms of international access. After market economics dictate that the consumer trend and confidence is returning, then we have to have the accessible gateways. And frankly, our gateways are more expensive than going into Europe or into the United States or some of the BRIC countries, as we were talking about earlier.
Right, and you point out here just how vibrant the American market has historically been and how their economy is recovering. 100% increase since 2001 in passports, no visa requirements. It's an obvious place to invest money. One factor you didn't raise, which I think I've heard Mr. Goldstein refer to in the past when comparing overseas visitors to American visitors to Canada, is the simple fact that they come back much more often. The person from China, to use your example earlier, might come once on a trip of a lifetime, but that would be it, whereas we have over and over again members of that American family coming to Canada. Surely that's a huge multiplier and therefore an obvious reason to make that investment in promoting American tourism.
You're absolutely correct in that assumption. The overseas, other than U.S. travelers, do tend to stay longer with us, but the U.S. Travelers do return, and not only do they return numerous times, and I can attest to that from direct experience, but they also then encourage visiting friends and family. You must go up to Canada and visit Cape Breton or PEI, whatever.
Precisely.